Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of September 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Libra. The overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Wands. There's some things in here that are, I think, maybe unpleasant to deal with. So there's a kind of an initial rejection to them. But let's see. Starting off the reading, you get the Nine of Swords crossed by the Ten of Wands. Something feels stressful a little bit, but I kind of see you in that place of acknowledging that the more you stress about it, the harder it gets. So I feel like you're trying your best to not stress too much about it. In your focus, the King of Pentacles, you're kind of focusing on something that has to do with your stability here. In the recent past, the Sun, that's happiness, lots of happiness. In your strength, the Devil. I get this as a pattern of yours that's trying to come to the surface here. Could be this one, in which you worry about shit and then you're like, uh-oh, no, I can't be doing that, you know. Could be that. I don't know. In the immediate future, the Six of Wands, this is you feeling some sort of achievement over something. Supporting this reading, the Hangman, bringing yourself into the present moment as much as possible, because when you do that, there's no more stress, because stress comes from us floating around in the future, starting to worry about what could happen there. And most of the times it doesn't even happen. So this would be a good energy of staying focused on bringing yourself in the present moment. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Wands. There's an energy moving towards you. It's an energy that's good, nice. Are you seeing it yet or not? For what it is, I mean. I think ish. I don't know. We'll see. In your hopes and fears, the Three of Wands. Having to wait for something. Again, you keep on taking me to the future with this reading, and I'm like, stop doing that. Just let's come back here. Let's bring you back here. Something that's gonna happen. I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. So it's like, why travel? Why go places if we don't need to go? In the potential outcome, the Eight of Cups. Well, that kind of makes sense. If you slip away in this energy, that takes you places in the future, which means worrying, stressing about what could happen. You're up here completely, right? So you lose touch with your heart. It's the heart that keeps you in the present moment. So I feel like what's happening right now with whatever experience you're going through is kind of a challenge for you, or a little bit of practice time for you to stay connected to your heart rather than your mind. And apparently, from what I can see here, the mind is winning. Now, if you bring your awareness into the game, you might prevent these things from happening, where doesn't have to be the mind that's gonna win this one. Let's clarify. Let's do the Seven of Wands. The the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Hierophant. Okay. This is just the connection to yourself and just taking things as they come. And because the way the energies came out, it looks like your mind is the one that's winning here, this war. Of course, you would have rejection to taking things as they come. You're already projecting them in your mind, or your mind is creating the scenarios of what they could be. So yeah, that's going to come into conflict with just being with what is. Okay. Okay, let me do the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Justice card, the Knight of Swords. It's interesting here because it's definitely something that has to do with other energies outside of yourself where you don't have any control over those energies, but it's like you get caught up in this conflicting energies that are at play because of your attachment to energies outside of yourself. When it comes to you and you, if I were to take you and remove you from everything that is around you or that you're connected to, and I would place you somewhere in the mountains by yourself, none of this around, you would still be connected to the plants, nature, wherever I put you there, but none of this. So it's like, if it's just you and you're able to bring yourself into balance. The minute these energies come into interaction and conflict with you, that's when shit hits the fan. That's when things are getting a little, so I don't know if there's something going on in your environment that kind of keeps you on edge, that kind of, but if they do that, then that's gonna happen, you know, because it kind of looks a little bit like that. And then I look at your energy and what you're capable of, and I'm like, hold on, you got this, you're balanced, you're good. Well, now you have to apply it with your attachment to those other energies. If somebody does something or somebody says something or something happens that is out of your control, then why come out of this energy of balance that you hold within? Why fall into the trap of, let me start worrying about every little move and every little thought that's out there that you can't even control? Because that's where the mind starts winning, you know, not you. Your mind. Because I'm getting the sense that somebody did something that created a little bit of something, and from that, your worry starts to set in. And then you're having a hard time coming back to yourself from that worry. For the Ten of Wands, you get the Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Oh, there you go. And then you get stuck into the future. Well, when that happens, then what do I do then? Well, I could do this or that, or you're over there. Come back here. Come back here, because you're way over there. When you get there, you'll see. How about that? Let's play that game. You know? Most of the thoughts we have about what's going to happen, they're not even real. It's not going to happen like that. So why build up in energies that don't even serve us? At the end of the day, it's going to be a waste of time, a waste of energy doing this. For the King of Pentacles in the focus here, you get the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups. Interesting, because with this one, you're showing up super convinced that it's not convinced. It's clear to some extent. You're saying, well, I could do this, and I know for a fact that I should do this because I want to do this. And then there's a little hesitation or a little bit of doubt. It's a little seed of doubt that's planted in there by the mind that's already been busy here, you know, planning for the future there. Especially from a context that's very messed up in there, like overthinking. But then you come in with a sense of security, a sense of, I trust myself, I know what I'm doing, and then you go ahead and, I don't even know if you're doing it, because the seed has been planted, the seed of doubt. So you found your way back to the sense of strength within yourself and the sense of clarity. But because the seed has already been planted through you stressing and worrying about who knows what might happen, then you're like, but what if I fuck up? What if you do? What if you do? What if you don't? You know, you're not going to do anything about anything here under these energies of clarity. Because what if you fuck up? What if you don't? You know? Let's do the Sun in the recent past. The Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so things for the most part played out under nice energies, energies that kind of kept you in the present moment. I don't see any interference of the mind there. That's why things were building up in a really beautiful direction. Yeah, was it tough at times? Was it hard? Yeah, but so what? It's just energy, it's passing. You know, if you don't hang on to it from up here, then it'll pass. And the bigger picture will remain beautiful because that's the goal here. You know, the way you're walking on this path, the same path a while ago, seems more in tune with being in the present moment. The way you're walking on it now seems more in tune with your thoughts are walking you on this path. You're not here. You're not present. Let's do the Devil in your strength, the Knight of Wands, the Strength card, the Judgment card. Yeah, this is good practice for you to catch yourself when you do that, when you kind of fall off that path, you know, and you're kind of running from anticipation of what's going to be, which, again, most of the times it's false. So you're a little bit in overthinking mode here. You slipped away in your own thoughts. And I see you knowing there's that pattern to you. And I see you also acknowledging that that's not the healthiest pattern. You know, now it's a matter of, can you catch yourself when you do that? Can you bring yourself back in the present moment? For the Six of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Nine of Cups. You are. It's going to take a minute, but you're catching yourself. You're bringing yourself back in alignment with yourself, not with your It's not the thoughts, it's the confused thoughts, because that's what we're looking at here. When you're in overthinking mode, then you have all sorts of thoughts in there. So you're bringing yourself back after a while, after you're probably exhausting yourself here. For the Hangman in the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. And it does have to do with other energies that you are connected to. I do see at least one partnership here, if not more. It's very, very hard to keep yourself in the present moment right now. That's what you're telling me, because there's so many things going on around you within these partnerships. And sometimes you're succeeding. Sometimes you are keeping yourself there, present with it all. Other times, because there's so many things going on at once, it's very, very difficult. Okay. Gotcha. Let's do the Knight of Wands in the hidden energies. The Ten of Swords, the Empress, the Ace of Wands. This one, this one's strong. Shown up as an energy as one door closes, another one opens. I don't know what the fuck that means, but this energy is definitely saying that. So there's something moving towards you to close a door. But as that's happening, it's coming in with, it's not even hope. It's definitely another door opens. I'm not sure if you're seeing that door, though, as this one closes. Okay. So it's kind of like when, let's say, you get fired from a job that you kind of didn't like anyway. You wanted to quit anyway, but you didn't know how to. Yeah. And it's like, okay, you're fired. Oh, no. Oh, am I? Fuck. What am I going to do now? And you're actually truly upset about it. You know, forgetting all about the times in which you said, I fucking hate this thing. I wish somebody would take it from me. And then it is taken. But it's like, panic. And it's like, hold on, something else is out there, something else is opening up. That's why this is taken away from you, because there's something else in line, you know. So it kind of looks something like that here. Let's do the Three of Wands. In your hopes and fears, you get the Ten of Cups, the Moon, the Five of Pentacles. Patience is going to be your BFF for what's next here. Because you're going to come out of this. I'm sure you're already showing me that, hey, I got a handle on it now. So you're coming out of this. that door that's bound to open, I feel like energetically it opened at the same time as this one shut down. The way it's going to reflect in the physical, though, it might reflect a little later. It's going to show up a little later. And it is coming. But you want to see evidence. You want to see that goddamn door. And because you want to see that goddamn door, and you're not being patient about it, you might get yourself into trouble again. So try being patient here. It's not going to show up right away. That I can tell you. So again, patience might be your best bet here. Unless you want to get yourself mixed up in other energies that you may not need. Quite deceptive, actually. For the Eight of Cups, in the potential outcome, you get the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. I mean, in here, you're presenting to me quite a deep connection to someone. I feel like this energy hasn't shown up yet. I feel like it's in the conglomerate of stuff around you at this moment in time. But it definitely jumps up at me, this one, now. Because you're saying, hey, this is very important to me as a connection. This is, from an energetic standpoint, you're saying this is very, very connected to me. Physically, you're showing up disconnected from it in terms of you're not paying attention to it. You might take it for granted. So pay attention to that one because it might result into other issues because, again, you're showing me the importance of it. And I'm like, hey, that's important to you. Stop not looking at it. Start paying attention to it. I feel like you get caught up in all sorts of other things that you might start taking that for granted. And I feel like that could be one of the most important connections in your life, actually. And it does look like family. Just keep yourself connected to the things that are important to you, because sometimes we get caught up in other stuff and we forget. Hold on. No, the universe first. Let me see. What do you want? What do you want? Go away. Go. Yeah, you have litter on your ass again. What are you doing in that box? That you come out with litter. Let me see what the universe has. As a final advice, the King of Swords, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles. Hey, you got this. These things that are shown up, I think they're a good reminder for how the energies are showing up for you, but you just sending me a good reminder here, telling me, I got this. And that would be a good reminder to send back to you of, you got this. You know what's up. You know how to come out of these things. And you know that getting caught up in these types of energies is not helpful. So you know that. It's just a continuous reminder and working on things as they pop in. But I'm glad this came out from the universe because it's giving me a sense of reassurance of, I think you got this. And I think you got this. You just got to remind yourself from time to time. Let's do the Enchanted Earth Oracle. What? Wildling? I'm not even sure how to say this one. Untamed, wild, free. I know it's referring to wild, but wildling, I don't know. 27. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I embrace my wild nature and untamed spirit. Be wild like the weeds, plants, animals, and forest. Allowing the freedom of embracing your untamed nature brings you closer to your wisdom and truth. You're being encouraged to reconnect with your uninhibited self, unleashing your spirit without restraint. Like the weeds grow unashamedly, you too should exist without shame or reservation. Release the need for control or perfection. Surrender to the wild and unpredictability of life. Allow yourself to be the fertile soil of freedom and self-expression. The owl brings you blessings of wisdom and a message to trust your unfiltered, authentic inner voice and knowing, guiding your path with clarity. You do not need to be tamed, digestible, or constrained to social norms. You need to be you, unapologetically, wildly, perfectly you. Heed the call of wild nature and break free from limitations. Allow your wildness to guide you towards liberation. Take time to reconnect with the earth. Sit with the trees, grass, plants, and animals around you. Observe nature in its purity and breathe it in, with every breath bringing you closer to being in sync with nature. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.